Hello, 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 everybody. Hi. Hi. So, this is what we're working on tonight. Mermaid Midnight Party. What? Look at all those happy little mermaids we got going on. So, hello, my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party coming to you live from my humble abode. It's Friday night. We're going to get our stuff going on. Of course, we have to say hi to you-know-who. Yes, there he is, chilling like a villain. You never know when he's going to be chiming in, so we always have to give props to the Mr. Butters. Hello, Kelly. How you doing tonight? Glad you're here, sweetheart. Let's take a look at my handy-dandy table. All right, so we have our water, we have our paint, same colors, every single party, yellow, white, red, blue, and black. Weapons this evening, we've got Big Boy. He is a 1-inch flat. We have a Tiny in the house. He is a small round brush for details. We have Mini-Me hanging out to paint tonight. He looks just like Big Boy, except he's small. And, of course, the Nifty is in the house. Mr. Nifties. I give them free for anybody who sends support. He's great for the details. He doesn't like the water though, so we're going to keep him on the side. When you do your cleaning, you want to swirl in your cup, tap, dab, swirl, tap, dab. And when you dab, you want your bristles to be wet but not dripping. Hello, Panda Pants. How you doing, sweetheart? What's going on? So, welcome to the fam tonight, guys. If you're painting along with me, say hello. If anyone's painting with me, say hello. And we have all kinds. We got painters, we got watchers, we got creepers. So, if you just want to stick to yourself and hang out and watch, go right ahead. You don't have to say hello. But then I call you a creeper, so just be prepared for that. All right, I'm going to put you guys in your handy-dandy holder, and we're going to get started. All right, and I got like something in my eye. I don't know what it is, and I'm totally using the camera to fix it. So, you get a close-up of my peepers. So, Bonnie is here. How you doing, Bonnie? Bonnie's in the house. All right. So, let's get you guys in your handy-dandy holder. There it is. There we go. Rocking it. All right. So, I am working on a 16 by 20 canvas. I am holding it straight up and down tonight. So, it is 16 across, 20 up and down. I cannot show you both at once while I'm doing the painting. So, if you need a reference shot, take a screenshot now. So this way you have something to refer to. I will grab the original painting here and there to show you guys something. If you ever need to see it, just ask me. This is your time, your painting. Okay, and if you're working on a different size canvas or something different, as long as you're in the general area of your canvas that I am in, you're going to be fine. You're going to be totally fine. So, lots of details in this painting. I will be moving rather quickly, but you could always catch the replay. My replays are always available, always for free. They're available on my page, and they're available on YouTube, and we're going to hang out. Yes, Bonnie. So, my sister's been pressing buttons with the stars. I do apologize, everybody who wants to send tips via the stars. Lots of buttons to hit, and they're processing it, so hopefully by next week my stars will be enabled. Thank you so much. I still have the Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. The links are on the event page, so anybody that wants to send me support, you all warm my heart. Those links are available. I cannot post them at onto this feed. They're changing lots of stuff, I think, since Facebook switched over. So a lot of little hiccups we got to get through. So Robert is actually Tina B. I love it, Tina. You're hanging out. You're using your hubby's foam. And Kel wanted to say hi and say hi to the fam. You started a new job, and hopefully you get the chance to... Oh, Kel, thank you so much for popping in and saying hello. How you doing tonight? Donna's hanging out with us tonight. She's a newbie in the house. Welcome, Donna. Welcome to the fam. She is from Central Indiana. Oh, yeah, hanging out in Indiana tonight. So I got Kelly and Panda, Bonnie. Kelly was saying hello, and Tina B's hanging out with us, and we've got Donna. So, like I said, say hello, hello, hello if you're hanging out with us tonight. And we're going to get this thing started. So, lots of stuff to do, a little bit of time to do it in. And we're going to have some fun. That's the whole point. Thank you, Bonnie, for sharing. You're awesome. Kelly, you're amazing sending out the welcome mat. I've got my ginger. We're starting off with ginger ale tonight. My tum-tum is not feeling so great. So, that's what we're doing. Oh, and a friendly reminder, all of my videos are kid-friendly, so if you guys could pay attention in your comments, and I'm going to try to watch this thing, and we're going to be all set. Hello, 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 Carolyn. How are you doing? What's up, baby girl? All right, Carolyn's in the house. Oh, Kelly, you got the good stuff tonight. That used to be one of my favorites. One of my favorites. All right, so let's get started. It's the almighty blank canvas. It's so scary. So scary, but we're going to hit it with our almighty brushes. Yes, we are. 6,000%. We're going to hit it with our almighty brushes. So if you hung out with me on Tuesday, you're so excited. I'm excited too. So if you hung out with me on Tuesday, we turned around and we did coral reef how-to. So, nice. I usually start with coffee, Donna. That's usually my go-to. Starting off with big boy, guys. And we're going to grab black and blue. Actually, let's just start off with some blue and white. A lot of blue, a little bit of white. A lot of blue, a little bit of white. Oh, you got puppies hanging out with you? Betty, you got your mini-me's? Betty, you got your nifties. Those are called nifties, Betty. Betty got her nifties. Mr. Nifty's in the house. Yes. So, Betty, you got these little guys for sending me support. Thank you so, so, so much. Pepsi for you, Bonnie. I love it. We all got our drinks going on. So, I'm going... Oh, you're all fine, Betty. It's all good. Mr. Nifty in the house. Oh, yeah. Mini-me is my shader brush. Yeah, I name my brushes. I'm weird. Panda, you got your nifties too. So we're going to just do blue and white. And we're going to start in the middle. We're going to start in the middle. Whole lot of blue. A little bit of white. And I'm just using big boy. And I'm going straight across. So, whole lot of blue and a little bit of white. Hello, hello, hello. Cindy, how you doing, sweetheart? Right? Everybody got their nifties. They're good, right? The little nifty brushes are nifty. That's why I call them nifty. Because they're good for the details. They're good for the details and they hold their shape. Just don't leave them in water. And don't lose them down your sink. And don't let the kitty cats get to them. That's why I send them out every single time you guys send support. Because they're crafty little guys. They like to get lost for some reason. I don't know why. Butters is saying hello to everybody. Nice, Bonnie. You got your nifties. You're going to use some for your oils and some for your acrylics. I love it. I like it a lot. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. All right. So, we're going to do this blue and white. Starting in the middle, worked my way up a little bit, and we're going to go down and do the whole bottom of the canvas. Okay, blue and white. A lot of blue, little bit of white. Awesome, awesome. So you guys got your nifties. I'm so happy that you're happy. They do work very well. And like I said before, anybody that's on here that's new to the fam, anybody who sends support, I send out Mr. Nifties to you for free. So, yes, he was saying hello to somebody. I guess he's saying hi to all you guys. Yep. So, I'm just going straight across. Nice thin layer, Kelly. Nice thin layer. So it'll dry and we can get all our details on here. Your little Westie Westy grand puppies heard the Butters talking? That's hysterical. That's hysterical, Carolyn. That cracks me up. So I'm just going a nice thin layer so it dries and we can add our details into it. If you get something that looks like that, those are brush strokes. One side to the other. Gets rid of those. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you like it soft and all the same color, you just keep brushing over on top of it and it'll all blend together. If you like the separation of colors, you stick and move, you put it on, give it a few swipes and keep it moving. These are your creations, guys. Hello, happy Friday, Diane. I am just here to tell you how to do it. You guys make them your own, and I totally support going rogue. Go rogue. Yes. All right, so now I'm going to grab black. I didn't clean my brush off. I am just grabbing black, maybe a little bit of blue, and we're going to do the top. So you want to leave enough room on your top to be able to add the moon, right? So you want to make sure you have enough room on top to add the big old moon, okay? And to do your waterline, I'm going to hold big boy back here. I'm going to put him flat to the canvas here, and I'm just going to swoop across. It's water, people, so it's not like it's always perfectly straight. We don't have to worry about that. All right, so we're just filling in the top part with black now. Just black. That's it. And if you want to add a little bit of blue, you can add a little bit of blue. This way, when you do your moon with the white, the blue will show up. It's a secret. It's a little secret, right? Putting an undercolor underneath the black. And we've played with that before. Isn't that? Oh, I just splattered paint on my face. I felt it hit my cheek. Thank you so much, Donna. I start every video with my hello. Yes, let's get us excited, right? This is fun stuff we do here. We get to hang out. We get to have our drinks. We get to hang out as a family. We get to connect with one another. I think connection is so important. I think it's so important. So, like I said, leave enough room to put your moon. And talking about my moon, I'm going to grab my dirty white. It has the blue in it. I don't care. And we're going to find our center. Find our center. Hey, Christy. How you doing, sweetie? Haven't heard from you in forever. Forever. Yes. How you doing, Christy? I hope everything is well with you. So we're going to find our center. Right? Our center is Let me put my head in the way right here. And we're going to turn around and you're going to do right around. And I want you to do the full circle. You're going to do the full circle, okay? And I know, Eve, that's in my water. I know it is. There's a reason behind it. So I'm grabbing more white paint. And I am just spinning this around. Now, if you're not too confident in your circle game, you just do a parentheses. You do a parentheses, and then you do a parentheses. And then as you fill it in, you can fix it. And you always want to start off smaller than what you actually want it, because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. Now I'm just going to fill it in. Now, the reason I have you do the circle into your water, now we're going to have to do another coat on this because it is totally just mixing in with, and notice I'm putting my brush strokes in a round motion. The reason I have you do the circle, I'm going to wipe my brush off because I didn't clean it before I grabbed the white. So that's another problem of why I'm getting such a dark moon. But I'm going to wipe my brush off. And the reason I have you do the circle is because when you do your reflection of the moon onto your water. Now I'm going to grab just white paint without all that goop in my brush. When you do your reflection, now your reflection, you're going to zigzag zoom with white paint. Now around these edges. Now your reflection is going to be the right size. The right size that it needs to be for the size of your moon. That is the trick. You like that trick? It's a good trick, right? So your reflection, since you did that circle, now you're going to do these zigzag zooms. Zigzag zoom, I'm just going back and forth. And you could go over a little bit, right? Don't get too excited. I'm just going to do these zigzag zooms, and now my moon reflection is the right size. It's the right size for the size of my moon, and that works every single time. And you just want to make that zigzag zoom into a triangle shape. All right, so I'm going to put my brush in my water. Love the idea, Donna. Thank you so much. I've been painting for a long time. I'm self-taught, so I kind of go rogue. I have different little ideas and perspectives that somebody official might be like, oh, but they work for me, so I just like to show them to you guys. That's all. That's what we do here. So I'll give you guys a chance to catch up mustard, get settled in. We just started, and you know, anybody that's coming on now, you have complete chance to catch up mustard. You are all good. And I have on roll call. Cool. Diane says cool. I love it. I have Christy and Kelly and Panda and Bonnie Kel saying hello. And Hannah sent me a picture of the baby. So exciting. And Tina B is here under Robert. Which is funny. That's your husband's name. That was my father's name, Robert. Donna and Carolyn, Betty, Cindy, and Diane. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to lower the music a little bit. Tasneem is here. Hello, 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 Tasneem. How you doing, sweetheart? Tasneem is here. I'm going to lower this music a little bit. I feel like I'm shouting. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in the water. We're going to put in the, what are we doing? I lost track of what I wanted to do. We're going to put in the light rays going through the water, and then we're going to do our rocks. So if you have brown, get brown paint out. If not, I'll show you how to make it. No worries. Whew, I forgot what we were doing. So I'm going to swirl tap that big boy. I know my heat just came on in my house. I don't know what I have the thermostat set for, but it's like hot as Hades in here. I'm telling you. And I actually had the fans blowing before. It was such a gorgeous day in New Jersey. 6,000%. So we're going to swirl tap that big boy. I'm getting all that extra paint out of them. And we're going to turn around, and you want to figure out where the water starts that we're going to see underneath, okay? So it is about this far down, all right? You have to leave room for all of this on the bottom, okay? So when you pick your spot on your canvas, you're going to leave room for all of that going on the bottom, all right? So make sure you're giving yourself enough space to fit the coral, the two mermaids, and all of that, okay? So I'm going to go, this is halfway. I'm going to go a little bit under halfway. And I'm grabbing just white paint. Nice and thin on my brush. Pulling it flat on my palette. White paint. And we're going to turn around and you're just going to pull. You hold your brush up to your canvas. You hold it back here. A little bit of paint, light touch, and you pull. Swoop, just like that. And the faster you go, straighter it's going to be. And that's it. That is how you get. That is how you get. And then you just want to start angling them out. Just want to start angling them outwards. Okay? And if you notice, I didn't grab any more paint yet. And now I'm just kind of pushing a little bit to get that paint that's in my brush like up there. So I'm pushing a little bit since there's hardly any paint on my brush. If you notice, I didn't grab any more paint. I did all of this with that first load of paint. So it's very small amount of paint. Now I'm just going over them, softening them out. And it's a quick pull. Now I'm going to grab more paint. And again, a little bit. And I'm going to do the other side now. And I flip my brush over to get the paint that's on the other side. And I'm going to start angling this a little bit. Okay, and now I'm just going to brush over it, still staying straight, and pressing harder now, and getting all that excess paint out of my brush. And there you go, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, light going through water. See, you guys got this. It is not hard. It looks really cool, but it's not hard. And I'm going to make some brown. All right, so brown. Yellow, red, some white. I'm going to grab that dirty white. Okay, mix that up. You will get a peach color. You will get a peach color. Then you want to add either blue or black to it. I'm going to add black tonight just because I don't have much blue left on my palette and I'm too lazy to go get some more right now. You like that? Alright, and you add the black or blue in increments. If it's looking a little green, add more red. If it's looking a little purple, add more yellow. And just like that, you have brown paint. Okay, so the brown. Alright, we're going to start above this line here, out from the side. And we want to put a ledge for the one mermaid that she's sitting on the ledge. And then we're going to drop this down. I'm just pulling it down for now. I'm not worrying about anything. I am just getting it on the canvas for now. We will fix it later. And then we want another little piece that the other mermaid is sitting on. So we want another little piece coming out. And I'm just going to bring this down. Do like little ziggy zaggies, whatever. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's your rocks. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. It don't matter. Okay. And you guys can make your rocks darker. They're darker in my original. But I'm going with the lighter right now so you guys can see what I'm doing. And then once you drop those pieces in, don't forget your ledges. One here, one there. You could just fill it in. I'm just getting all the excess paint out of my brush. That's what I'm doing. I'm literally pushing my brush and I'm going up and down following the shape. So I just got all the extra paint that's out of my brush from mixing. That's it. Okay. Now, on the other side, you want to leave a space for the mermaid in the water. Okay? So you're going to start down here. And then you could just bring it in. Right? It doesn't matter. I'm making sure I leave a space for my mermaid that's in the water. That's what I'm doing. That's it. And I'm just going to, again, swoop this down. Maybe put a little piece outwards. Come on down. And frame in those light rays. If you noticed, I framed them all in. Okay? And I'm just making cattywampus. Cattywampus. It's a very official term. Cattywampus shapes. Very official. We get very official here, right, guys? Too funny. Alright, so now I'm just going to fill this in. We're just going to fill this in. That's it. And as I'm filling it in, I'm going to think about where I want to put my little ledge that my coral's going to sit on, maybe a couple rocks on the bottom. So you start getting your mind ready and thinking about what you want to do. And if I'm going too slow for some people, if you guys are moving right along, just start putting your stars in. So I'm going to put Big Boy away, and I'm going to show you how to do the stars. So if you're waiting on me, if you're one of those quickie types, you can work on your stars. All right, so I'm going to take Tiny. He is a small round brush. I'm going to grab clean white paint. And I'm going to go in here. And when you do stars, some people do the splatter. If you're into the splatter, go for it. I'm too much of a control freak. But I'm just going to randomly do dots. And then what you want to do is some of them make a shape. So then you want to do some in like a circle, or do a cluster of ones really close together. Okay, and you can do ones that make like a line this way. Okay, and then you just fill in around it. So if you are waiting for me, you guys can work on your stars. Okay, guys, so that's how you do stars. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And if you want to make some of them light blue, sometimes I make it look so easy. Well, thank you. If you want to make some of them, I'll let you in on a little secret, Donna. It looks easy because it is. Shh. Don't tell anybody, okay? It's something that all of you can do. Otherwise, I wouldn't show it to you, okay? So it's our secret, though. Okay, keep it quiet. It's easy because it is. But shh, don't tell nobody. All right. So you can start plunking these in, and if you want to do some light blue or some white, you know, do that. When you have the variation of colors in your stars, you are good to go. Okay, now, if this is dry, you can do your second coat. Okay, we're waiting. What I'm doing right now, the process I'm doing is I'm waiting for this to dry to start putting the details on it. So that's why I'm playing with this part of my canvas. Okay, so I move around a lot on purpose because I'm waiting for certain sections to dry to be able to add to them. So that is why we jump around. Some of you have done paintings with me, and we are like all over the place. We're like here, 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 here. We're like Ricochet Rabbit. Here, 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 there, here, here, here. And we do that because we got to wait for certain parts to dry. Also, it totally helps with my ADD because I get bored if I stay in one spot or do one thing for too long. I'm kind of like over it. So when we move around, it kind of keeps us in the flow. So clean my brush, grabbing white paint. We're going to do our second coat on here. Okay, and I'm not making it perfectly white. I'm not filling it in solid white. I'm just going to do a second coat. Right? I'm going to go nice and slow to stay in my lines. You guys know how I love staying in lines. That's like my biggest pet peeve. But I'm going to try. And I'm going, my brush strokes are in the shape of the moon. The moon. I always say that like a cow. I don't know why, but I do. And you don't want to make it solid white. We don't want it solid white. So I'm using a very small amount of paint. And I'm letting some of that dark come through. Okay, because the moon's not solid white. It's just not. So I'm just smushing back and forth, and then I'm going to pull my brush nice and flat in the shape of the moon. Second coat, all taken care of. Now, is this dry? No, not yet. I gotta wait. All right, so now we're going to start doing the mapping of the mermaids. So what I want to tell you is on my painting, what I'm painting in front of you tonight, it's going to look a little weird because I'm going to make my mermaids big. All right? I'm going to go like twice the size so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right? If I painted this on here, that size right here, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay? So you don't make them as big as I'm making them. You want them to fit and to be nice and pretty and soft and all that. But I am going to go extra large. Even though I'm going to give you a close-up, I'm still going to go extra big. Close-up. My one big eye. I'm going to go extra big so you can see what I'm doing. All right? Just to give you a heads up. So, we can start working on, still waiting for this to dry. It's almost there. We can start working on our mermaid right here. All right. So, all of our mermaids, white paint first. Mini-Me, he's a shader brush. He looks just like Big Boy except he's small. And tiny detail brush, Mr. Nifty's. All right. It's all small brushes. All small brushes. All right. So, I'm going to start off with Mini-Me, and you need clean white paint because we're going to map them first, color them in later. Okay, so the first mermaid, you're going to turn around and you're going to do an upside down heart. You're going to do an upside down heart. Hi Linda, how you doing, sweetie? Okay, now I'm making mine extra big so you can see what I'm doing. All right, then on top of that upside down heart, you're going to do an oval. There you go. Okay. Hi Linda. Robert, you're so cute. Hi, Robert. Hi, Tina B's husband. How you doing, sweetie? That's the name of my father, Robert. She's getting her own phone. That's hysterical. All right. Next, we're going to turn around, and you want to go to the side and up. So picture her tail being in the water. So you're going to go to the side and up, and you're just going to pull and put a piece outwards, and then pull, put a piece outwards. And like I said, I'm making mine extra big so you can see them. So if you want to make yours a little smaller, that's perfectly fine. Okay, and then I'm going to bring this in like this. We're going to bring that in like that. Right? Thank you so much, Robert. You're so awesome how you support your wife and you know, allow her to be on this creative journey, and you know, you're involved. I love that. 6,000%. You're a keeper, sweetie. You're a keeper. That's okay, Tina B. I'm just talking to your husband now. All right, so once I have that in, I'm going to take Tiny. I'm going to take Tiny and I'm going to add the tips to the tail. So tiny brush, nice and small. And we're going to add the tips to the tail. So I'm going to use the smaller brush and make these more pointed. Boop, just like that. Right? And then I'm going to put in with Tiny. He is a keeper, that's right. I'm going to put in with Tiny how I want her hair to be. So her pretty long mermaid hair. Right? And I'm doing that with Tiny so I don't lose my shapes. So I don't lose my main shape and it becomes one big glob and I can't see what's going on. So I'm just putting this in, doing little dashes and dabs so I can still see my heart. Right? I can still see my heart and I can still see my oval. Okay? So you want to see your heart and you want to see your oval. All right. Mermaid number 1. What do you guys think about that? Right? Totally cool. All right. Are we dry now? We are dry. We are dry. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, put the ledges in to do your coral reef, because this way if I'm this way if I'm taking too long, you guys can play with your coral reef. So on Tuesday I showed you how to make all those shapes and all those fun things and all those little pieces of coral. So I'm going to go through it quickly tonight. But as you're waiting for me, as we're working on mermaids, you guys can add more and more details to your ledges, right? See how it's 2 ledges here that has the coral reef stuff on them? As you're waiting for me, you can add all your little pretty doohickeys and whatnots. Very true, Linda. Bonnie does stuff like that. So putting stuff on there to make it like texture and like a, what do they call that, relief painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Big Boy and I'm going to turn around, and I got to make my ledge that my coral reef is going to go on. Okay, so I'm going to just turn around and I'm going to grab a little bit of black with my brown. And I'm going to fill in down here with the darker brown. I added a little black to the brown, a little too much black actually. So I'm going to fill in here with the darker brown. Okay. And then I'm going to put in a ledge. So I'm going to grab some white with my brown. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put in a ledge. That's it. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And if you want to learn how to do rocks and mountains, and there is a how-to out there, how to do that stuff. I also did a how-to on caves. So you can learn to do all that in super, super detail. I wiped off my brush. I'm grabbing a little bit of black with my brown. And I'm going to come under here, and I'm just going to finish off and put little pieces of dark, making it look like it has a jagged edge, and I'm just going to finish off that ledge, giving it a different sort of shape. Okay? And then there's just this obscure rock on the bottom, so I'm grabbing yellow. I'm grabbing yellow with my brown. And there's like this weird little rock down here, I don't know. But I grabbed yellow with the brown to make it. hello, Marla. How you doing, sweetie? You made it. That's for sure. So while I have this, welcome to the fam, Marla. Marla's new to the fam, guys. We got Donna and Marla tonight. While I have this yellow brown on my brush, I'm just going to come over here and add this rock in here, since I have that yellowy brown going on. Okay. So, I'm just going to add that rock in there. Just like that. Just yellow in my brown paint. That's all I did. You are so welcome. Alright, now I got to make my other little ledge. Okay, so I'm going to grab my black with my brown. And come in here, fill this in with the darker color. I got to go around my 2 yellow rocks that I made. There we go. And did I stay exactly in my shape? Nope. Is that okay? Yep. Alright. So, put this piece in here. Just playing. That's all I'm doing. I'm just playing. I'm going to wipe my brush off. Can I move easel back a little bit? I can move the camera back. I can't move the easel. You know what the problem is? My table that the paints are on is getting in the way of the legs of the camera stand. That's what the problem is. We fixed that. All right, we're good now. Sorry, earthquake. You're welcome, Marla. All right, there you go. Linda likes to see the whole entire thing. She wants to see the whole entire canvas. That's cool. I got you, girl. No worries. White with the brown, and I'm going to put a ledge. Okay, white with the brown, and we're going to put a ledge in. Just like that. Just like that. There it is. 6,000%. You're so welcome, sweetheart. No worries. And I'm just going to grab some of that darker paint. Oop. I'm just going to grab some of that darker paint, and I'm just going to come in here and do little whatnots and doohickeys and all that good stuff. It's rocks underwater, so you can make them any way you want to make them. It don't matter. And let's play over here a little bit. I'm just adding. I have all this paint on my brush. It's got black and white and brown in my brush, so I'm just kind of smushing it on here. Give things a little bit more of a texture. That's all. And the next thing we want to do is I'm going to grab black. I'm going to grab red. And I'm going to grab that brown that I made before. And I need to put in, this rock is in front of that rock. So I'm going to turn around and I'm going to make this rock darker by adding black and red to my brown paint. So this rock, because he's in the background, needs to be darker. Okay, and I'm going to grab my white paint a little bit, and since I didn't stay in a line, I'm just going to fix that. We're just going to fix that. Now we have all of our rocks in place exactly how they need to be. That's it. 6,000%. We have our whole scenery, and now we get to add all of our little friends like color forms. Right? So now that we have the scenery, all the rocks and the moon and the water, then just like we did this mermaid up here, once it dries, we can add all of our pieces and our details in there. How amazing is that, right? 6,000%. So you guys catch up muster a little bit. Don't play too much. So we need this to dry to add our stuff to it. Okay? I'm going to do a roll call. Yes, I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Like I said, I'm making my mermaids extra big. So, and if you're waiting on me, do your stars. Okay? So, I try to, give everybody something to do. Now, if I could just have you guys do my dishes and sweep the floor, it'd be great. Right? 6,000%. So, we've got Christy in the house. Haven't seen you in months, love. Thank you so much for coming on. And Kelly is here. She's painting with us tonight. You got a Friday night off, girl. No working for you tonight. Cindy's here tonight. I've got Panda and Bonnie and Kel. Tina B is on her phone now. No more hubby. Donna, Carolyn, Betty, Cindy, Diane. Tasneem is here. Linda is here. Marla is here. If you have a mermaid painting you want to show me, Linda, you could turn around and message me. That's the best way to get in touch with me. On the event page, I actually post your mermaids here on the event page. You could post it there too. Private messaging me is the best way to get in touch with me though. Because that pops up on my phone automatically. and that way I can answer you. Okay, so I'm going to grab Big Boy. I got to swirl, tap, dab them really good because I'm going to do the second coat on my moon stuff here. Okay, so we're going to grab Big Boy. I got to get all the brown out of him. There's like all this brown in the, we got a mess. There's a mess going on. And my water is like mud. It's all good though, right? It's amazing how the water can be so dirty looking, but it still cleans the brush. Just goes to show you. And I want to grab some clean white paint. And I'm just going to zigzag zoom. Zigzag zoom means I'm just moving the brush back and forth. Here, there, not everywhere. Here, there, not everywhere. And just grab some more paint. So we're going to zigzag zoom. And I'm going to line it up with our water rays. Okay, so we're going to make it a little bit bigger. Hey, here, there, not everywhere. And let's put in our moon. I'm always worried when my water gets dirty, but it always cleans the brush. Yeah, it's amazing how that works. Now I'm going to grab Tiny. And I'm going to grab black paint. And I'm going to hold it back here. And right from the bottom of the canvas down here, I'm just going to pull up and make these squiggles. So you have to keep refilling your brush though. But I'm just going to put these squiggles in. So every time you see my hand leave the canvas, I'm grabbing more paint. And I'm just letting the brush squiggle. See, I'm holding it back here and I'm letting it move and do its own thing. You could crisscross them if you want to. And they're just like little seaweed things. I don't know what they are. They're just little seaweed things. So we're going to add those in. Squiggles. Just little squiggles. You guys can have as much fun with this coral reef as you want to. Now, I'm going to swirl, tap, dab my brush. Is this dry yet? Alright, we are officially dry. Woo! I'm going to swirl, tap, dab Mini-Me. And we're going to do our next mermaid shape. So, Mini-Me, I got to grab clean white paint. I literally like stuck my brush in the middle of that mess to get the white before. I don't know why I'm being such a lazy painter tonight. So, we're going to get clean white paint. So, I don't do that. Alright, mermaid shape number 2. Mermaid shape number 2. So, we're going to work on the girl that's sitting down, half in the water, half out of the water, this one. Okay? So, mermaid shape number 2. You're going to go on this rock, and I'm going to close up. All right, and like I said, I'm making them bigger than you actually have them. I'm going to do a diagonal line this way, a line this way, and then a diagonal line this way. Okay, you're making a lightning bolt. All right? And then you're going to turn around and you're going to fill this in and bend it around. Fill that part in. Then you're going to do a swoop that way and a swoop this way. Swoop that way and a swoop this way. Fill that in. And you're going to fill this part in a little bit. Once you have that, you're going to do a line coming down and out that way. Yes, it's all about the swoops. Then you're going to do an oval here. Tilted. Okay, tilted oval. And then you're going to do a line from the oval into that corner piece right there. Choop, just like that. Right? Mermaid shape number 2. Oh yeah. Now, I want to grab my tiny brush. And I'm going to come off of here. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? As best as you can get a hand. This one's looking a little bit grotesque. But if you can't, if you're not so good with your hands, that's okay. You can make it disappear into the water if you like. So if you're not so good with your hands, you can put the water line covering it. Alright? So if your hands aren't working out, just waterline it like she's splashing up some water. Okay? And you could also turn around and just grab some blue paint. You can grab some blue paint and just put your water back in. That's why we map. You can put your water back in and try again. So if you screw something up, it's very easy. It's very easy to try again. Okay, because you just put your water back in. Just like that. Because I know some people are going to screw up your hands, and that's okay. And then you can try it again. Okay, once I have that, so I'm grabbing my tiny brush. And I'm going to put the points on her tail. And I'm going to put her hair. So her hair is coming down, and you know, and if there's anything that you're not sure of, you could always turn around. Like if you made your head too big, now you could cut it off with the hair. Okay, you could cut it off with the hair. So if there's anything you're not sure of or you don't like how it came out, when you add your mermaid hair, 6,000%, you could cover it up. No worries. And I don't want her hair over that rock, so we're going to erase it. Okay, guys? And if any of you have something and you want to erase it, yours look like Freddy Krueger hands. That's why I told you guys how to cover it up if you mess them up, because I get it. And if you guys ever paint something and you want to erase it, if you take paper towel and dip it in water so it's nice and damp, say I screwed this up, if you hit it while it's still wet, see this dried a little bit, but if you hit it while it's still wet, you can erase. You can actually erase. So you just take paper towel with a little bit of water, and if it's still wet, you can rub it right off of the canvas. Yeah, I did a how-to on hands. Hands are tricky. It's hard to kind of get it going on. I'm going to show you the hand again. You saw me. I drew it on, and it didn't look so great, so I erased it. I just added more water to it. So 6,000%, it happens. It's all good. Okay. Mermaid number 3. It's over here. Alright, so we're going to grab Mini Me. But you guys can do these mermaids. They're just shapes. Everything is just shapes. My hands are all dirty from playing with the So don't stress the hand. Move on. Woo saw it out. Mr. Nifty. We're going to try the hand with Mr. Nifty. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Mermaid number 3. This one. That one. It's all good. Don't worry about the hand. Woo saw it out. Hand is gone. I'll show you how to put water lines in, and you won't even need to do the hand, okay? If you notice, I tried not to do hands on a lot of these guys. Woo-saw. That's right. You got it, Marla. All right. This mermaid right here. Okay. So you're going to do a diagonal line this way. And then you're going to drop it down. Drop it like it's hot. There we go. Boom. Dropping it down. And then you're going to do a line straight up. And then you're going to do an oval. Now, rule of thumb for things to be proportionate. We don't have to worry too much. They're mermaid tails, so we can make them as long as we want. But your head is, your torso is double your head. So if your head is this big, your torso, 1, 2, should be double that. Okay? So if you're ever doing people and you want proportion, remember the rule of 2s. Torso's double the head, legs are double the torso. So head, torso, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, legs. Okay? It's rule of 2s. I did a how-to on silhouettes, so if anybody wants to up their silhouette game. Okay? And then we're going to put a line straight across. Not a big line, it's her shoulders, unless you want a football mermaid. We're going to do a triangle down. Fill that in. Okay. And now we're going to swoop. Alright, so we're going to swoop this, curve, swoop, swoop, curve that side, swoop, swoop, swoop. There it is. Curve this side, swoop. There it is. And do her points, right? So hers is pointing down, so we're going to go that way. And we're going to go that way. And then we're going to go this way. And we're going to go that way. Now I'm going to grab my tiny brush. And I'm going to fix the point on her tail. And I would fix the other side if it was still on my canvas. And I want to come off of here, do a line there, stop at the rock. Do a line here, stop at the rock. You know, fill it in a little bit. Those are her arms. Yeah, we're swooping again. And now I'm going to grab a little bit of red. Think about what colors you want to do. Once we're done mapping in these mermaids, you're going to be able to color them in any colors you want. So think about what colors you want to do. What colors do you want their tails? What colors do you want their hair? Are you going to add glitter? Are you going to do something fancy? Like, this is yours, 6,000%. So I'm going to grab a little bit of red just so I can see her hair. And her whole head is hair. And it goes down her back. So I am just grabbing some pink so you can see this. Okay, so as you're doing these, and like I said, if you screw something up, you can cover it with hair. So, we're going to map all these guys in. I'm going to show you how to do the coral reef. Then we're going to take a minute, and I'm going to go back over showing you all the details. I am playing music, Linda. It's non-copyright music, and it's in the background. If it's too loud, let me know. I'll lower it. So, absolutely need glitter for mermaids. So, give you a chance to catch up mustard with those two. Ketchup mustard, who wants a hamburger? Kelly does. Yay! So, we got Christy, Kelly, Panda, Bonnie. Bonnie, Kel, Tina B, Donna, Carolyn, Tina's husband, Robert. Hi, Robert. Carolyn, Betty, Cindy, Diane, Tasneem, Linda, and Marla are here. If I missed you, let me know you're here. Let me know you're here. I will talk to you. I'll talk to Cement, so I will talk to you. Hello, Cement. All right, let me show you some coral reef thingies. That's right. Let me show you some coral reef thingies because you want to put them on your two ledges here. So I'm going to show you a few things. And then you can have fun doing whatever you want to do with your coral reef. Like I said, we did a How-To Tuesday on it. That replay is available. I'm going to show you all the different shapes in white. You could color them in whatever colors you want to color them in. So you would be all good. Close up. Told you, lots of details in this painting. So, but we're almost there. We are. Tina B loves the details. Right now, we're mapping and we're going to color, and I'm going to show you the little sweet spots, the things to add to be that much better, and you're going to be all set. Okay? So, coral, right? I did a shape like this. Right? We have a shape like that. Just a squiggly little thing. I did one that has all holes in it. You could turn around and paint the holes separately. You could turn around and fill it all in with color, then add the background color back into it. Whatever you want to do. So there's one that looks like that. Just little circles. I did something that looks like a hand. There we go with hands again. Maybe when you're doing this piece of coral, you could practice the hand look, and then when you go to do your mermaid's hands, you'll be okay. You know, and you could always put something in their hands. Maybe they have like a little seaweed purse or something. You know what I mean? You could just give them little. I know, right, Marla? You can just give them little ovals for hands if you don't really want to do the hand. See, I messed this hand. It's not my night for hands. I can't even draw a coral hand. So I get it. It happens. It's all good. So anyway, this one had all little like pieces coming off of it like that. With separation in them. These two kind of got stuck together for some reason. I don't know why. It's not my night for hands either, but you guys can do them. It takes a little patience. I'm going to show you how to do them. If I can get my hand to match my brain, we'll be all good. All right, and I did like a little sea urchin thing, a half a circle with some spikes, which I just did flicks, flick, 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 flick. Flickas. Flick, flick, flick. Right? Flicking my brush like that. Just flicks. Okay. So we did like a little sea urchin thing, and we did the tube guys. So those are line 1, 2. Everything's better in odds. 3. Okay, bring those down. And the bottom of them is curved. So you curve the bottoms of them. And you curve the top. Okay, so that's how you do those. And then I have, now you want to layer these, so then I had stuff that went on, like, in front of these ones, okay? So I'm going to show you what it is. I'm not going to put it in front of these because you're going to lose me showing you how to do it. But like I said on Tuesday, once you do these, then you want to do, like, another layer of shapes. And then, like, if you're really enjoying yourself, you can do another layer of shapes. But it's all about coloring, let it dry, map next layer. Color it, let it dry, map next layer. A dingle hopper. I love that. I love that word. Sarah is here. Hello, 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 Sarah. I missed you on the roll call. I have no idea where my pen went. Pen is MIA right now. Oh, there it is. I found it. Gotta add Sarah to the roll call. Okay, so another little shape that I did. Again, it was just a swoop with some squiggles. Kind of like this one, but a swoop bottom. Just grabbing more paint. Okay, so it's just a swoop bottom with squiggles. All right, so that's that side. And I'll show you the, hi Lisa, how you doing? And you have this Sarah also. I missed two Sarahs. What am I doing? We got Sarah Swear going on tonight. Lisa B is here. Hello, 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 Lisa. How you doing, lovey? All right. So, the coral on the other side. Other side. Bam. The coral on the... Whoops. You're a little far away. There we go. Okay. Earthquake. The coral on this side. The shapes that I did was a little squiggle squiggle. You know, and if you want to add SpongeBob and Patrick in here, you can totally add SpongeBob and Patrick. So, that's a little squiggle squiggle. Then I did another little spiky do. Just doing little flicks. We got like a little spiky thing going on. Then I did another thing with the circles. Circles. Just doing scribble circles. That's it. White paint. We got another one with squirt circles. And Andrea's here. I'm doing well, Lisa. How you doing, sweetie? What was for dinner tonight? Anything good? Lisa always makes the best food. All of you got... Oh, hey, Diane. I opened the air fryer. And I used it. Those of you who don't know, I got an air fryer and it was in the box for like a month and I finally opened it. All right, and the next one is a tree. So I hold my brush back here and I just pull up and I let whatever's going to happen happen. And then I would just pull up like this and put in all these pieces coming from a center piece down there, okay? And then I'd follow along one of these that I made, follow along, and then you just pull out from there. Okay, so you follow along one of these, and then you just pull out from there. It was really fancy. You ready, Diane? I made chicken patties and tater tots. That's what I made. So, right out of the freezer. But, I will tell you what. It was delicious. They, like, crisped up. Like, so good. Like, crunchy and crispy and squishy in the middle. Like, I got myself frozen tater tots because it's been so long since I had them. And they were like, if I got them from the boardwalk, they were amazing. So, 6,000%. And I didn't burn my house down. So, we're good with that. We're totally good with that. Okay, we've got two mermaids to do. We've got 2 mermaids to do. Okay? And I know my mermaids are down in this section. But I'm going to put one up here so I can make it bigger for you. They're down in here. They're down in this section right here. Kind of coming up through the water. But I want to make mine bigger. So I'm going to put one here to show you how to paint it. Yes, Donna. Yes, it was delicious. Try a baked potato. Ooh, yeah. I want to do hamburgers, but I'm a little afraid because I don't want to muck it all up with grease. I don't want to muck. So we're gonna see. The jury's out on that one. So I'm gonna do one of the mermaids here, so you guys can see how to paint it. And then I'll do one of the mermaids where it is going, okay? So mine are both here, but we're going to do one here just so I can paint it bigger and you can see it. All right? You put your mermaids wherever you want to put your mermaids. It doesn't matter to me because I am just showing you how to paint this. I don't need this. I don't need this to be finished. If you guys need to see something or need me to put it on parchment paper, good idea, or need me to show you something, I'll do it without worrying about what this looks like, okay? So just keep that in mind. Just food for thought, all right? I already have one. I have one painted. It's awesome. It's for sale if you want it. So this is where you guys learn. So as long as you're learning and realizing what you need to do, that's the point. That is the purpose. Your daughter made baked potatoes, New York strips, and all in her air fryer. Yes, I have the Ninja. I got the Ninja. All right, mini-me, white paint. Mermaid number 2. Mermaid number 2 is going here, but I'm going to paint her up here so you can see her. All right, mermaid number 2 is a swoop. Swoop. Just like that. An arch. She's an arch, baby. She's an arch. And then her tail is going like that and like that. Kind of went off the canvas, but you guys got the tails by now. Okay? And then we're going to squiggle shoop, like this. And we're going to fill this in like this. And then if it was on the canvas, I'd put the points. And then we're going to swoop in her belly. Swoop. Swoop in that mermaid belly, that mermaid body right there. Swoop that in. Swoop, swoop, swoopy doop. And then you're going to do your oval for the head. Robert actually asked if you're going to buy the original of this one. You can. Robert, it's for sale. There's no shame in my game. If any of you want an Eve's original, just message me. You will get a fam discount. They are all for sale. Any paintings I've done, I'm sitting on over 200 paintings. I have to show you my stack. You're more than welcome to have them. Okay. So you're going to do the oval tilted back this way. Right? Kind of looks like a deformed seal right now, doesn't it? Okay. And then you're going to do, let me grab Tiny. And I can customize any painting. So if you want to name or sing or do one as a gift, I can do that 6,000%. So now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to swoop this way. And I'm going to swoop that way. And this one is coming out in front of her. And then it angles up. Now, on your painting, this would still all be in the water. It's all good. Okay. And then the other side, it's coming behind her. So it's behind her. Right? Do that little angle right in here. Do this little piece right in here. And it's going out. Like that. And this one, you can see her hands. So let's do a hand. Let's see if we can do it the proper way. All right. So we have the arm end here. And then you want to do a little piece, a little triangle. Okay. You're going to do a little triangle. And then what you want to do is you're going to pull. Let's get Nifty out because most of you have a Nifty. So you can use a Nifty. So what you want to do is you want to pull off of that. So I have my little triangle, and then you're going to pull off of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the other little piece over here, 5. That is how you would do a hand, guys. And then you just kind of fill in, you soften the angles at the bottom of the fingers to blend in together a little bit better. So all of the mermaid hands, that is how you do a hand. Okay, guys? I drew a hand. What? I told you I could do it. So, any of the hands you see on your mermaids, that's how you do it. Okay? And we're going to turn around and grab Tiny, and I'm going to put some blue in with my white so I can do her hair and you guys can see it. So her hair is really awesome. It flows off the top of her head like this and goes throughout her body. Like I said, if you screw anything up, you could always turn around and cover it with mermaid hair, 6,000%. So her hair comes off of there, and you only see a small little front piece of her face. So her hair actually, so you can only see a front piece of her face. And I'm going to grab Nifty with that white paint, and you come in here, and then you put her forehead, a little piece for her nose, and then her little chin. And don't make the chin big. You're going to have her looking like a witch. But we're using Mr. Nifty, and then you would put her face in. Okay? So you follow the forehead. You put a little piece out for the nose. Then you're going to follow straight down off of the nose, and then tuck it in like this. Right there. Okay? For her face. Don't make her, I know everybody wants to kind of do a little boop for a chin. Don't do the boop. Straight down, cut it in. Straight down, cut it. Don't do the boop. You do the boop, you're going to get a witch's chin. So don't do that. And like I said, anything you don't like, you can cover with hair. Her hair is actually flowing all around her in the water. So you can turn around and have her hair doing all sorts of whatnots and wispy doos and all of that fun stuff. Okay? We have one more mermaid to go. Then we're going to get into coloring, and I'm going to show you the details. So you guys are absolutely amazing. I love you all, my fam. We got one more thing to do. So with a little bit of ketchup mustard time, and I got to put the music back on. And I need to drink my ginger ale, and everybody else has their sips that I hope they're enjoying. So our last mermaid is shaped going the other way. And so Tuesday, How To Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to paint sides. And we're also going to be painting our marshmallow friends. So How To Tuesday, this Tuesday coming up. This Friday coming up. I finished him. Isn't he adorable? Oh my God, I can't with the cuteness. So Nosy Gnome is back. He's a series that I've done. We had a Thanksgiving, a Christmas one, Valentine's Day. We have Mr. Nosy Gnome Easter. So he is next Friday. Next Friday is Nosy Gnome. Adorbs, right? And the peeps are fun. Okay, then the following Friday, everybody is super duper excited for this one, like you guys were the mermaids. The following Friday is our Cherry Blossoms by the Ocean. So this is going to be the Friday after Easter. All right, guys? So now, if any of you, I sell, right? How cute is that gnome? He's adorable. I love him. I like it a lot. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, let's look at them again. Why not? Yep. And the everyone's super duper excited about the cherry blossoms too. So lots of good stuff coming up. Lots and lots and lots of good stuff coming up. So we have one more mermaid shape to paint. And then I'm going to show you the small little details that you're going to add. And then you guys are to the point of coloring. And you don't need me to color. You don't need me to color. You can easily look at the original picture and see what colors I put where. If you're making anything red or orange or yellow, you color it with white first and then fill it in with the colors. So, but I don't need to teach you how to color. You guys know how to color. And you can look at the original picture and color in. I am going to show you the little tricks to make it look cool, though. I'm going to show you the little tricks to make it look cool. And peach is just red, yellow, and white. You love them all. Thank you so much, guys. All right, so our last mermaid. Da, 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 da. She's going right here. Right here. Okay, so she's super duper duper easy to do. All right, so mini me, white paint. You guys are getting the gist now, right? All right, so we're going to do a straight line and then it's going to swoop. Straight line, swoop, and swoop, swoop. There it is. Swoop, there it is. Oh my God, I'm too funny sometimes. All right. Then you're going to bring this line up at a little bit of an angle. And then you're going to do your oval. Tilted, okay? You like fancy paint tricks. I like fancy paint tricks too. Okay, once you have that, then we're going to fill her in a little bit, right? So she has her bodice area. So we're going to, that little line we put at an angle, you're just going to pull that out. Give her a little bit of bump there. And then we're going to give her a little bit of a badonkadonk over here. Badonkadonk time. On the other side. And again, remind your portion. So here's my head. So that's 1. And that's 2. Okay, so here's my head. First portion is where her bosom is. And then the second portion is the badonkadonk, right? 1, 2. Just like that. Okay, mind, that's how you do your proportions, guys. All right? Easy peasy, just a little finger. And then we're going to fill in her tail some more. And like I said, you don't have to worry about the legs proportion because it's a tail. So it doesn't matter how long we make it. So I'm going to fill in her tail some more. And on the event page, in the discussion, so if you go on the event page and hit discussion, the very first post is to share your work. So 6,000% whenever you get it done, because I know a lot of you are just kind of hanging out and you're going to do the replay. And her tail squiggled out this way, shoop, 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 and this way, shoop, shoop, shoop. And then we connect it. Okay. And then I'm going to get Tiny out. We're going to get out Tiny. And her arms, you're going to make a little armpit area here, a little curve, and then drop it down at an angle. And then you're going to come over here off of her shoulder and add that little shoulder piece right here. So you're going to pull down from her neck, add that little shoulder piece, and then you can make her arm thicker. Okay. And then her other arm is coming out from behind her. So you're going to tuck up in here and you're going to pull down from behind her. Just like that. And then we have two hands. And if you don't want to do the hands, you can put her hair going over her hands. It's all good. So, but it's the same thing with the hands, right? You're going to do a little triangle. Do a little triangle. And then you're going to pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So, and if you don't like that, if it doesn't work out for you, I'm going to grab some, I don't know, let's grab some red again, I guess, with my white. And if you don't like that, her hair is coming down like this. So you can easily, boop, right over where her hands are supposed to be. Okay, so, and just make sure when you're putting in the hair, this arm's out front. So, you turn around and you go under that arm and over the other one. Alright, so that's what you want to make sure of as you're putting the hair in. You want to keep that one hand out front. Yep, so, and you can totally use the hair. The hair is your go-to for saving anything or covering anything that you don't like. How do you like that trick? Right? I always try to have you guys' back. And her nose, I'm grabbing Nifty now. Let's bring in a little closer. And her face, you're going to follow down her forehead here. Hair is your friend, that's right. Fish are friends. And yes, your saving grace. I'm going to follow her forehead here and add her nose. And then that's it. That's it. As you're coloring it in, you're going to do her lips. There's her lips. Okay, so as you're coloring her in, you can add your lips in. And then for this girl, I'm going to color in this girl so you can see the deal. You can see how I mix the colors, and I'm going to show you how to color in that girl. So we're going to color her in. So you guys, yes. Oh, Donna, you have one of those hairstyles where your hair is really, really long. My hair is almost to the point of getting chopped. So I don't, it's almost there, guys. And I chopped my bangs again. Not too bad. Lisa, don't look. And I grow my hair out, and it's almost to the point of donating. So we're almost there. So you're going to see it all chopped off one of these days. You're going to come on, and it's going to be chopped off. It's going to be chopped off. Okay, so I'm going to color this mermaid in so I can show you. Alright, so right here, that first mermaid we did, she has the tank top on. So you're going to come in here. I'm using Nifty and red paint. So you're going to come in here and put a little triangle for her tank top. Okay, and as you're filling this in, these two pieces are her elbows. Okay? So you have the tank top piece there. And then you have a little triangle here. And a little triangle here. Then, oh, that's so nice, Donna. So your husband is the only one who cuts it, and I donate it, and your husband's a cat. Well, healing blessings to your husband. I hope he goes into remission or is in remission. 6,000%, fam. We got to send Donna's husband healing wishes and prayers and all of that good stuff. So, fam patrol, we've got work to do. So everybody, keep Donna's husband in your prayers and well wishes to you, honey, and many, many, many blessings, okay? 6,000%. So I'm making peach. It's red, yellow, and white. Red, yellow, and white is peach. And we're using Nifty. And her arm goes like this. And like this. And then, oh, wishes to Marla, too. Everybody send some healing prayers out to Marla, too. That big C word, guys, right? I wish it wasn't a thing, but it is. So, and then you have the other side of her arm over here. So, healing wishes to anybody, to everybody, right? We all have our things. We all need some help sometimes. So, and I totally believe that when you can get a group of people sending healing vibes, that it absolutely makes a difference. So, that's right. That's why we're fam, guys. That's why we're fam. We're there for each other. That's all there is to it. And now I'm going to put her tank top in better so her arms are more separated. And then you do the top piece is a little darker, so I'm going to add a little more red. So as you're coloring these in, and if you need a piece behind another piece, you just make it darker by adding more red to it. And if you need a piece lighter, you can make it lighter by adding more white to it. Okay, so if parts of these mermaids are overlapping, I don't think any of the other ones have anything overlapping. She was the only one. That's why I'm showing you how to paint her. Okay, so I'm adding white to the arms that are in front. That's all you need to do, is add white, and then the arms come out front. Sherry, Sherry, Sherry baby, Sherry. Oh, I can't sing. Healing wishes to Sherry. Healing wishes to Sherry and Marla and Donna's husband and everybody out there. You guys are amazing. You're warriors. You can totally get through this 6,000%. All right. Now, her oval for her face. And I didn't do hands on her. Her hands are under her chin, so I'm just grabbing tiny. I'm going to grab a little more white with that peach because her head's out front of everything. So you just grab a little more white with your peach paint. And there she is. And then you're going to do her hair, whatever color you want her hair to be. In my original, it's yellow. So white and yellow. And do her hair. Okay, white and yellow. So if you're doing the hair and you're doing yellow, white and yellow. If you're doing red, white and red. Okay, add white to it first. So there is her hair. Like that. And then I'm going to grab some red paint and her tail. There's her tail. So that is how you color in all of your mermaids. This one, I showed you this one because this is the only one that has skin on top of skin. So I wanted to show you that you just grab the white paint, make your peach a little lighter, and you can make it so that is out front. Okay, and I'm coloring in her tail, which I totally didn't stay in the lines, but you guys got that. Okay, so we are on the very last thing that I need to show you. Eyes, nose, and mouth. Yes, I'm going to do that, Bonnie. I just need it to dry first. So I'm definitely going to show you how to do the eyes, nose, and mouth on her. No worries. 6,000%. And this mermaid right here, her head's leaning down, so it's another profile view. It's another view from the side. So you're going to have her hair. You're going to have her hair swooping into her face like this. Okay, and then all you have to worry about is the little profile of her nose. And I showed that to you guys already. So follow the forehead, put a little triangle for the nose. And then, you know, after you color her in, you're going to do her lips. Okay, so, which I did going the wrong way. See that? That's what spit's for. If you screw up too, if you don't do the towel, you can just do your finger with a little bit of spit on it. And that'll get rid of stuff too. So, the other one is a profile view. So I showed you how to do the profiles of your mermaid. So you guys can totally do the profiles. And I'm showing you the face out front. And this one, you don't even see her face. So you're good on that one. Okay? And now I'm going to show you the magic little details that makes everything really, really cool. And I'm going to show you how to do her face. And we're going to be all set. Then we're just coloring. 6,000%. We're just coloring. Oh, yeah. So, and remember, guys, everything is on YouTube. Everything's on this page. Everything's on YouTube. If you have TikTok, I'm starting TikTok little tidbits. So if you're on TikTok, please look for me. I do share the links on my business page. You can't see the full video unless you have TikTok. It's another social platform. If you don't have it, that's fine. You're not really missing out on anything. It's a lot of what I have covered already. So you're going to be all set. Okay, and the magic little things. Okay, so I'm going to show you the magic little things. The one thing is adding the bubbles. So with our mermaids that are in the water, yes, a lot of people, you know, so if you're not on it, that's okay. It really is a, you can get lost on TikTok. Like you can get lost on Facebook, you can get lost on TikTok. Okay, so the tube coral has bubbles coming out of it. Okay, so the tube coral has bubbles coming out of it. So you want to put the bubbles coming out. The mermaids that are in the water, this one and this one, has bubbles coming off of them, so they look like they're swooshing upwards. So you have bubbles coming off of these mermaids. Okay, and it's just circles, guys, just circles. But you put them so it looks like they're whooshing through the water. So same with her, she's completely underwater. And you would do bubbles off of her arms. And this way, it looks like they're moving through the water. And I put some off of her tail. Okay, so you can do that. The other thing you want to add is the, this one, the rock is out of, ooh, could help. TikTok is so much fun to watch. Yeah, it is. I lose a lot of hours watching TikTok. This rock is actually out of the water. So you want to put some water lines around it. Okay. Because this rock, so I did, hi April, how you doing? If you see the rock face here, I did it so you're kind of stopping at the rock and then wrapping it around and bringing it through. She also has a drips coming off of her. So it's just little drips, just little dashes to make it like she just jumped out of the water onto the rock. Okay, so that is the little fun details that I totally lose time, right? Oh, April. Healing wishes to April. Speedy recovery, sweetheart. 6,000%. That must have been a really big process, I'm sure. So, healing wishes to you, love, and I hope you are on the mend. So, that's the magic around this one. This girl right here, I'm using Tiny for all this. So, her tail is in the water. So, you want to do a water line going across her tail. And you want to do, where these two meet, you're doing a water line. Where your rays and your reflection meet. Just white paint and Tiny, guys. And I'm just doing little ziggy-zag zooms. That's all I'm doing. So you want to do a water line where those two meet. Her tail is under the water. She's over the water. So you do a water line going across her tail. And then I did some splashes around her tail. So that's the magic for that one. That makes all the difference. It's a lot of fun, April. A lot of little details. You guys can totally do it, though. So, and her hand, remember I said I was going to do her hand. I'll do it. So, I'm going to grab Mr. Nifty and white paint. And I'm going to do that triangle. And it's pointing down. So, we're going to do that triangle. And it's pointing down. Okay, and then you do the lines off of the triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got like a George hand. Her hand's way too big for her. That's okay. And then you just kind of connect the fingers to the triangle. This hand is way too big, but at least you guys can see it to paint it. Oh my goodness, that's hysterical. So, that's her hand, guys. Yes, not swoop, ziggy-zaggy, zigzag zoom, ziggy-zaggy zoom. That's what we do here. Okay. Ziggy-zag, we zigzag zoom, we swoop, we whoopsie. We do doodads and thingamabobs and we get all cattywampus sometimes. We have like our own language. It's great. She's right? She can make basketball moves with those. I'm telling you, right? So you guys aren't on the only ones. You know, a lot of the stuff that I get to show you is because I screwed it up. And I had to figure out how to fix it. That's how I can tell you about erasing, painting over it, adding stuff to cover it. 6,000%, guys. That's, you know, painting is not a perfect process. That's what makes it fun. She could be holding a piece of coral. Absolutely. Maybe she's holding a shell with a pearl in it. Right? You can totally do one of those. So, Kelly did a painting. Kelly, do you remember? I think it was our Great Gatsby painting. And I think you put champagne glasses instead of their hands or a purse or something. So Kelly did a painting and she did those things. Or starfish, yep. So you guys can get totally creative to get around the hand thing. It's allowed. Okay, so your face on your mermaid that's facing front. Yes, yes, you did. And saying starfish, I know my stars are not enabled. I do accept support, guys. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. The links are on the event page. So if you send me support, make sure I get your address. I could send you out Mr. Nifties. So keep that in mind. And for this mermaid's face, Bonnie, since it's so far away, I did 2 little black dots for her eyes. Her nose, I took, I'm using Mr. Nifty. I took white paint and my peach. And I kind of just put a little smush for her nose. Okay. And then her lips, I did like a smile. So Mr. Nifty. And make sure your paint's nice and loose and thin because you won't be able to do these details. They'll be goopy. And then her smile, I did a little, just a little smile on her like that. So that's how I did her face. Okay? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And this mermaid's magic, let's go back to Tiny. Last little magic bits. And then you guys can go rogue, color them in. If you have any questions, ask me now because I'm going to be finishing this up. And her magic, right, to make her look totally awesome. I'm going to take Tiny, going to clean off Tiny, and I'm going to grab my nice, loose, thin white paint because that's the only way it works. I bought about 100 Mr. Nifty brushes over a year ago and still have tons left. Oh, well, good for you, Donna. Good job. I also sell brush sets, guys. I've been using the same brushes for every party throughout the year. I do sell them as a set. Kelly's gotten them. Tina's gotten them. A bunch of you have bought the sets for me. So if you're new to the fam and you totally are going to watch a lot of my videos. Oh, Mr. Nifty, the other Donna. We got 2 Donnas in here. Is this brush right here. So I call him Mr. Nifty. And he has a small tip for the details. And he's a small little brush. And I send him out for free for anybody who sends support. Would love to look at my brush set. Okay, I have to go get one. Well, let me go get one. Hold on. Going into the studio here. Alright. So, the brush set. I only have a couple left. I only have a couple left. I am going to order supplies to put more of them together. The brush set, commercial time, commercial time. This is my brush set. So, comes in a little pouch that you can decorate if you want to. And, you're welcome. And you get all of the brushes. So every single brush I've ever used for every party. Ask Kelly and ask Tina. So big boy. You got a brand new big boy. There he is. This brush has lasted me 5+ years of paint party business. It's very durable. The only thing I've had to do was glue this piece back onto that piece. That's it, because I left them sitting in water too long. You get 2 of the nifties right there. You get all 3 fluffies. So, not in this video, but in other videos, I do, I use a fluffy brush for foliage, clouds, making things with texture. That's the fluffies. You get every size, small, medium, and large. And then you also get Mini Me. Okay, he is the shader that we use constantly. He's the same shape as Big Boy. And you get a Tiny, which is the round brush for the details that we use constantly. So you get 8 brushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lost count. I think it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So 8 brushes and this handy dandy little pouch. And it's $25 plus shipping and handling. So that's the brush sets. And what's cool is what's cool is that I have never, unless it's a how-to party and you guys want to see me use a fan brush or see me use some other type of thing. She needs more blue. I totally love my brush set I got from you. Thank you so much, Bonnie. And now you know what Mr. Nifty is. So, same supplies every single party. Always, 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 always the same supplies. Has never changed. Has been that way with every video. My 200 plus videos that are out there. Always the same brushes. Always the same paint, too. Okay, so, tiny white paint. And you're welcome, sweetheart. And this mermaid. So she has splashes coming off of her tail, which are just little dashes like this. Okay, she has splashes coming off of her tail, and she is creating water lines. So all around her, you're going to zigzag zoom. You're so welcome. You private message me. Anybody who wants a set, private message me. I have a couple left, 2 or 3. And, because I'll need to get your address and stuff. So I do that in private. And, I'm going to be ordering more to have more of a stock. So, waterline, right? Around her tail. Okay. So you go around her tail. Stop there. Come across. Cut it across like that. Okay. And then little squiggles in between, and then for the front of her, you're going to do a squiggle line across the whole front of her, and you just add a few more in, and then miraculously she's coming out of the water. How cool is that? Okay, guys, so thank you so much for joining me. I think I showed you everything you need to see. What size canvas am I working on? I work on, yes, it's always the same size canvas every party too. I've left everything easy peasy lemon squeezy for you guys. So every video is the same size canvas. Every video is the same brushes, except for How To Tuesday. You might ask me to use something different. And every video is the same paint since a year and a half ago. So this way your supply list winds up being simple and easy, and you can get what you need to paint along, and it doesn't cost you the bank. Oh, thank you so much, Marla. 16 by 20. You got it, Bonnie. You got it. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. The rest of this you can color in. You can look at my painting. If you have any questions, 6,000%, message me, ask me. Welcome to the fam, Donna. That's right. Welcome to the fam. We got 2 Donnas. We got 2 Sarahs. We had Christy and Kelly, Panda and Bonnie and Kel. Tina B's here. Donna, Carolyn, Betty, Cindy, Diane, Tasneem, Linda. Andrea, April joined us, Lisa, Maria. Lots of family members tonight. You're so welcome. Thank you so much, Donna. Love you too, Bonnie. Thank you so much, sweethearts. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. 6,000%. Everyone have a nice weekend. That's right. And I'll see you guys. Same bat channel, same bat place, same bat time. Don't know why I'm saying bat. Tuesdays and Fridays, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays and Fridays. Bye, Diane. Thank you so much. 6,000%. Oh, put my sign out. Okay. Yep, you're right. Bonnie, you're like, I'm telling you, you're on point. You're definitely good at reminding me to support myself. Yep, because art supplies aren't free, so you guys keep the lights on. Bonnie, you're really good at that. You remind me to support myself with the stars and the signs and the links. So, thanks for that. I forget sometimes. And I don't do commercials very often either. I'm not a good salesman. Good night, Donna. Good night, Donna. Good night, Bonnie. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Lights are important. Yes, they are, Marla. You got to keep the lights on. 6,000%. And I got to keep food in Butter's belly. He likes his little snacks, his snacky snacks. So, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, links are on event page. Good night, Kelly. So glad you got to paint with us tonight. So exciting. Good night, Donna. Good night, everybody. If you're doing the replay, have any questions, 6,000%, just ask me. You don't need me to color. You guys can fill these in with all these fantastic and beautiful colors. Good night, Tina B. It was lovely meeting your husband. So good night, Robert. Thanks, Lovey. You guys are amazing. So on that note, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you so much for joining me. You all warm my heart. And have fun. Go create. Okay? Good night, everybody.